This right here is your optic disc. That may not have been on there. Blind spot. All right, opening this up, taking the cornea off to expose the iris. Iris is the colored part of the eyeball. In the center of that is your pupil. So your iris, you have muscles in there that'll contract or relax to make that pupil bigger or smaller. This right here is your lens. We have an anterior compartment and a posterior compartment. Anterior compartment is here, or you have a chamber, and then within that chamber, right, we're calling them, okay, anterior cavity, depending on which textbook you're reading. Anterior cavity. Within your anterior cavity, you have an anterior compartment and a posterior compartment.
You turn it this way. And cavity.
All of this.
Okay.
So this is the anterior one, and then within that anterior, you have a compartment, an anterior compartment, and a posterior compartment. I don't think I've ever labeled those. You have a posterior cavity. So the anterior was the aqueous. That has the aqueous humor in it. The posterior has the vitreous humor in it. So that viscous substance we saw. Those vessels right there, that's going to represent the canal of Schlemm. So the two little red dots and that blue dot, canal of Schlemm. Oh. Now we have this layer here. This is our retina. Then you have this flap, this triangular flap back. So that's still retina, that white. And then it exposes this colored part here. That's your choroid layer. This right here is going to be your ciliary body. You put the two halves together, you get the ciliary ring made up of the ciliary body. These white parts will be suspensory ligaments. Suspensory ligaments is what connects to that lens. They hold that lens. So the suspensory ligaments hold the lens on one side, and they're also attached to that ciliary body. And those ciliary body, you have muscles in there, they're going to contract or relax, and that'll change the shape of your lens, more round or more flat, depending on focusing on things close or things farther away. What else is there? Trochlea? Trochlea is on the big head model. That was that little pulley that the superior oblique muscle went through. So we have this superior oblique muscle. There's going to be a pulley on the big head, wherever that is. So you see the superior oblique muscle going through that trochlea. I just started talking. I never set you guys up. Did you guys get that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And it fits in like this. It just doesn't meet up nicely. It's a little off, but you'll have that. Rectus, medial rectus, superior rectus, inferior rectus. And you see more of that inferior oblique muscle. Because right here it's just pointing on this model, it's just pointing downwards for that inferior oblique. They just have it there. Really, it's going down below the eyeball, inferior. So it's a good. Actually, this is a pretty good model. And you can see the various cranial nerves. You can see ocular motor, you can see trochlea, and you can see your abducent.